Remember concerts? I know, it feels like a distant memory, doesn't it? Like something your parents talk about from the good old days, affordable housing, being able to fix your own car. I'm talking about the real deal. The feeling of the bass vibrating through the floor, the roar of the crowd all around you, the shared energy of thousands singing together. It was a beautiful, messy human experience. You'd leave with your ears ringing, your voice hoarse, a ridiculously overpriced t-shirt you'd wear with pride. It was a rite of passage, affordable to attend. But lately, buying a concert ticket feels like a hostage negotiation. You log onto the site the second they go on sale. You wait in a digital line that doesn't move, staring at a little walking man on your screen. Then you finally get through, heart pounding, you see the tickets are there. But wait, the advertised price is a distant memory. Suddenly, fees. So many fees. A service fee, a facility charge, a convenience fee. Nothing about this process is convenient. Feels like a fee for the audacity of wanting live music. Who are these shows even for anymore? Is it for the actual fans? People who have loved the artist for years? People who know every word to every song? Or is it for the influencers? People holding up their phones for 2 hours, recording shaky, out-of-focus videos no one will watch. Not there for the music, there to prove they were there. Concerts as social media backdrops. Actual music lovers priced out, one ridiculous fee at a time. Live music is on life support. Identify the cause. The dream of seeing your favorite band is dying, killed by spreadsheets, by profit margins, and corporate greed. Systematically dismantled by a near monopoly from the moment you click buy to the last overpriced beer at the venue. Not just expensive tickets. The soul of live music auctioned off. We're here to talk about the villain. Live Nation and Ticketmaster. How they taxed the joy out of our favorite songs. Let's call it what it is. A tax. A tax on joy. A tax on culture. A tax on the simple human desire to connect with art. Live Nation and Ticketmaster have become the ultimate gatekeepers of live entertainment. They don't just sell you the ticket. They control the venue, they promote the tour. They even manage the artist. It's a vertically integrated empire built on one simple principle: squeeze every last dollar out of you, the fan. They have created a system where they can't lose. They've cornered the market so completely that for most major tours, there is no other choice. It's their way, or the highway. A highway that leads you back home to stream the album alone in your room. Think about the absurdity of the modern concert experience they've crafted. First, you survive the digital Hunger Games of just buying the ticket. You pay a price that could fund a small weekend getaway. Then you get to the venue. You pay an outrageous amount for parking sometimes miles away from the actual entrance. You then stand in a massive line for security theater. A guard gives your bag a half-hearted glance, confiscates your water bottle, and makes you feel like you're entering a maximum security prison, not a place of joy and music. It's all part of the game, designed to wear you down before you've even heard a single note. Once inside, the financial assault continues. You want a bottle of water? That'll be $8. A beer? Prepare to take out a small loan. It's a captive audience, and they know it. The art, the music, the reason you are there in the first place, starts to feel like an afterthought. It becomes secondary to the real business of the day, selling you things at an insane markup. You start to wonder if the artist on stage even knows that their fans had to navigate a financial and logistical minefield just to be in the same room as them. And this brings us to the central painful question. Is this the future? Is live music destined to become an exclusive luxury item, available only to the wealthy and the well-connected? Are we supposed to just accept that the communal, accessible experience of a concert is gone forever? Or is there another way? Maybe the future isn't in a crowded stadium filled with hassles and hidden fees. Maybe it's in your own home, streamed directly to your screen, where you control the volume, the company, and the price of a beer. We need to talk about how we got here, and more importantly, what comes next in the fight for the soul of music. To understand how we got here, we need to go back in time. Not way back, to when dinosaurs roamed the earth and concert tickets were just a few bucks. But back to the 1970s, this is when a plucky little company called Ticketmaster was born. It started with a simple, almost noble idea: use computers to make buying tickets easier. Before this, you had to physically go to a venue's box office. It was inconvenient, sure, but it was also direct. You paid the venue, you got a ticket. There was no middleman adding a "because we can" fee. Ticketmaster saw an opportunity to centralize this process, to become the one-stop shop for tickets to everything. At first, it seemed like a good idea. Who doesn't love convenience? But this convenience came at a cost. Ticketmaster didn't just sell tickets, they started signing exclusive deals. They went to the biggest venues, the most popular arenas, stadiums, and made them an offer they couldn't refuse. "Let us handle all your ticketing," they said. "We'll give you a cut of our service fees." For the venues, this was free money. For the fans, it was the beginning of the end of choice. Suddenly, if you wanted to see a big show, you had to go through Ticketmaster. There was no other option. This model was brilliant, in a purely evil genius kind of way. By locking down the venues with exclusive contracts, Ticketmaster built a fortress around the live events industry. They controlled the gates. Artists who wanted to play in the big leagues had no choice but to play in Ticketmaster-controlled buildings. Fans who wanted to see those artists had no choice but to pay Ticketmaster's fees. The company wasn't just a service provider anymore. It was a gatekeeper, and it was starting to realize just how much power it had. It was the start of a monopoly, built one exclusive deal at a time, slowly turning the screws on the fans. Think of it like this. Imagine if there was only one company that sold bread, and that company also owned all the big grocery stores. If you want a sandwich, you have to go to their store and buy their bread, at their price. You can complain all you want, but what are you going to do? Not eat. That's what Ticketmaster did to music fans. They took something essential, something people loved, and put themselves right in the middle. They weren't creating the music, and they weren't hosting the show, but they found a way to take a big slice of the pie just for letting you in the door. The beast was born, and it was hungry. Now, while Ticketmaster was busy building its empire of fees, another giant was rising. This one was called Live Nation. It started out as a concert promoter, the people who organize and market tours, working with the bands, booking the venues, putting the whole show together. For a while, Ticketmaster and Live Nation were separate. They needed each other. Live Nation needed Ticketmaster to sell tickets. Ticketmaster needed Live Nation's huge tours. Two big sharks swimming in the same ocean. They could be even more powerful together. In 2010, the unthinkable. They announced a merger. It was a seismic shift in entertainment, like Coke and Pepsi merging, like your landlord becoming your boss. The two biggest players became Live Nation Entertainment. Executives promised benefits for fans and artists. Spoiler, it didn't help. The Department of Justice reviewed the deal. People screamed, "Monopoly!" The government approved it with weak conditions. Be nice, as they said. Fingers crossed behind the back. Live Nation Ticketmaster grew more dominant. Now, they were a monster with two heads, both hungry for your money. Control became absolute. Live Nation could package tours with exclusive Ticketmaster deals. They could tell venues, use our ticketing exclusively or lose the biggest concerts. Venues who refused lost out, so they agreed. Not just a gatekeeper anymore. The king, the castle, the army, and every single fan was now a subject in its kingdom of fees. So here we are. We've journeyed through the dark, twisted history of a corporate empire. We've seen how Ticketmaster and Live Nation merged to become a two-headed monster, systematically devouring the joy of live music. We've dissected the ticket prices, the hidden fees, the psychological warfare of the on-sale process. We've seen how artists are squeezed, how fans are treated like walking wallets. It's a bleak picture. Corporate greed winning out over art and community. It's easy to feel helpless, to think this is just the way things are now. But the story doesn't have to end here. Fans are starting to wake up. Artists are starting to wake up. Even the government is starting to wake up. The resistance is growing. The backlash against Ticketmaster is now a mainstream conversation. The disastrous on-sale for Taylor Swift's Eras Tour exposed the system. Fans flooded social media with horror stories. Politicians started asking questions. The media finally took notice. This public pressure is crucial. This outrage is leading to real-world consequences. The Department of Justice has filed a landmark antitrust lawsuit against Live Nation Ticketmaster. The lawsuit calls the company an illegal monopoly that stifled competition. The goal is simple, but revolutionary: to break up the company. Separate Live Nation, the promoter, from Ticketmaster, the ticketer. That split could restore competition and sanity. And it happened because people refused to stay silent. But we can't just wait for the government to fix everything. Resistance happens at the grassroots level. Every time you spend at a small, independent venue instead of a corporate amphitheater. Every time you buy merch from an artist's website instead of at the venue. Supporting local artists and the independent ecosystem is a direct act of defiance. It sends a message that we value diversity, community, and art over corporate monoculture. Every ticket to a local show is a vote for a different future. The future could be one where the price you see is the price you actually pay. We also have to consider how technology can offer an alternative, a high-quality, professionally produced concert streamed directly into your living room. You get a perfect view, studio-quality sound, and you can enjoy it with the people you actually want to be with. You can crack open your own beverage that doesn't cost $16. This isn't a replacement for the live experience, but an alternative. It's an accessible option for people who can't afford the high ticket prices, don't want the hassle, or live too far away. Ultimately, the future of the front row depends on a shift in mindset. It requires us to remember that we, the fans, have the power. The music belongs to everyone, not just those who can afford the platinum seats. So let's keep the pressure on. Let's support local artists and independent venues. Let's demand a system that serves the art, not just the bottom line. If you believe in this fight, if you want to support the arts and stick it to the man, raise a fist, extend your middle finger, and subscribe to our channel, How To Education.